Hey, up next on the Marmy Rock Show, I've been teasing the fact that Trevor was going to be on the show. Our number one tune on the Golden Dozen this week is the new tune from 1,000 Foot Krutch, and we've got Trevor from 1,000 Foot Krutch on the line now. Welcome to the show.
Dude, thanks for having me, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for the love.
Oh, yeah, man, and it's well-deserved love, and the new album, Exhale, is due out on June 17th. So, first thing I want to ask you about, tell me a little bit about the title Exhale. Is there a meaning behind that one, or is it just the name of the song?
Exhale is actually it's always been a two-part story, man. Our last record was Inhale, and this is Exhale, obviously. And the whole idea was that, you know, on our record, there's always kind of been quieter moments and more aggressive moments, and both sides are important to this band, you know. And so I got an idea about 3 years ago to kind of, you know, why don't we make a record called Oxygen and it has an inhale and an exhale, and, you know, on Inhale we can kind of dive deeper and just kind of follow inspiration and have more fun on the lighter side of things. And then, you know, Exhale, we'll dive deeper and run that direction and have just kind of take the fences away, man, and it'll be the more aggressive side. So that's what it's been, man. So we've been really excited about releasing Exhale, and this record was a lot of fun to make, and it's to me, you know, I really honestly feel like it's our best record, man. So we can't wait to share it, and hope you guys dig it, man.
We dig what we've heard so far, for sure. We made Running with Giants our number one tune, and we noticed that's your first new music video in about 3 years. So tell us a little bit about the music video for Running with Giants.
Man, the video was a blast to make. We kind of it has been a pause for us. We shot a couple of videos for the last record that we just didn't feel good about, man. So we ended up kind of shelving them, and so that's why there was a bit of a pause. But we worked on this one with a good friend of ours directed it. His name's Ben Nechtel. He's a fellow Canadian brother, and we've been friends forever from the same hometown. And so it was fun to work with a friend, too. And it's the first video we've done together, and he did an incredible job. The aim was just, we really wanted to just capture the live performance side of this band a little, and our live show is a big part of who this band is. And so, yeah, we had fun with that, man, and kind of running with the theme, and I think he did a great job.
Now, talking about the live side of your band, it looks like you just came out of a tour of Russia. So tell me what that experience was like.
Yeah, man, this is that'll be the fourth time I guess we've been to Russia, and it's incredible, man. It's always been a powerful trip for us. Most people over there don't speak English as their first language, or not at all, and so there's that communication barrier. But I mean, you see them out there just singing all of the words, you know, in English, and it's just a powerful thing, you know. We feel, you know, very blessed to be able to connect with everyone over there and have that support abroad, man. The people are amazing, and they're very thankful that, I know, a band would come all the way over there, you know. So it's awesome, man. It's definitely something we're going to continue doing, and we did Kiev, Ukraine as well on this last tour, and it was a blast. It was a blast. What do you think opened up the door to touring in Russia? Because not a lot of bands do that. Like, what led to your popularity over there? Well, we actually, the first time we ever went, a promoter over there reached out to want to bring us over, and it was all new territory. We had no idea if anyone would show up. You know, we weren't really sure how that would go, but we showed up, and it was just unbelievable, man. Like, they somehow figure out your flight situation, and there'll be like 100 people with gifts waiting at the airport and the hotels, and, you know, chasing trains, and just it's you know, the people are incredible, man. The support is just amazing. So we were blown away by that, and have just built a strong connection with the community there through the years.
Now, I talked about the video that's out, but there's a lyric video for a song I like a lot too called "Give Up the Ghost." So tell me a little bit about that, Gene.
Right on, man. Thanks for the love. Yeah, "Give Up the Ghost" is the latest song we've released off of that, and it's talking about, you know, battling those things that haunt us in our lives, you know, those obstacles and those things that we all go through and battle, whatever that is to you. You know, I certainly have my own, and it's, you know, this song ideally is just saying, you know, the ghosts that haunt me have been out haunted. You know, it's about kind of being able to overcome those things and not be overwhelmed by them.
So festival season is upon us. We're about ready to go out to Rock on the Range, and it looks like you guys have some pretty big highlighted festivals on the schedule too. Why don't you tell us about a couple of them?
Yeah, brother. We were at our first time on main stage at Carolina Rebellion this year, which was amazing. We just actually wrapped that one, and then we have Rocklahoma coming up, and that'll be our first time actually main stage there as well. So very honored to be there, and they have both festivals have incredible lineups this year. We have a lot of other fests coming up as well, man. We're just putting the finishing touches right now on the details for. We're going to do a headlining tour this summer. It starts sometime in July. It looks like it's going to be the Exhale tour, and we're really excited about the lineup. Unfortunately, I can't quite release that yet, but very soon we'll have that info out. And excited to connect with everybody in North America, man, this summer.
Now, I always love talking to Shiprock bands, and I had the pleasure of watching your performance on the beach on Shiprock. So tell me a little bit about your reflections on the Shiprock experience.
Oh, man, we had a blast. That was our first time. We played on a cruise before, but not an all-rock cruise. So I kind of fell in love with just the community vibe, you know. It's just our heart has always been that, you know, our audience is our family, and just getting to kind of throw out with a lot of other great bands and great people all there for the same reason, and just it was fun to kind of do a cruise with rock family, you know, and that's what it's all about. That particular cruise, man, our bass player we had some immigration issues getting in, and so he actually wasn't able to get on the boat. So
oh no,
we had to play sans bass player for that cruise, which was weird. But other than that, it was an amazing experience, dude. Yeah. They do a great job, and, you know, we're excited to do it again sometime.
So I see so many images of you with the shirt, with the Be the Change shirt on. So can you elaborate for folks that may not know? Talk about that message, the Be the Change message.
Yeah, man, at each tour, headlining tour anyways, or each album, I usually kind of just customize my own shirt, and I've kind of done that for a long time. And so for the End Is Where We Begin record, that was kind of the heart of that record, and I think it's just an underlying message in all of our music, you know, and what we do and who we are as a band. But I think it's kind of, you know, I'm speaking to myself here, but just it's more about the idea of not kind of standing by the sidelines all the time and criticizing what other people are doing or how they're doing it. But you know, if we stand for something and we believe in it, we're passionate about it, you know, then you stand up, then I'll stand up. You know what I mean? It's we're responsible for our actions, and so that's kind of the heart of it, man. Is just to lead with love, and there's no fear in love, you know.
So, if I'm not mistaken, next year is the 20th anniversary of the band. So, take me back 20 years ago. Would you ever have imagined the band was going to be heading to Rocklahoma and these festivals right now?
I mean, we certainly hoped to, but man, yeah. I mean, to say that we. You know, you knew you'd be here 20 years later. It's we feel very humbled and honored by that, bro. I don't know where the time goes, but I still feel the same age I was back then. So, we're still just as excited about it, man, and just as passionate, and we feel like we're just getting started, man. It sounds crazy when you say it like that, but it has been an awesome journey, and one that just keeps getting more interesting, and you don't stop learning, you know.
Now, have you guys thought about the fact that it's nearly 2 decades, and are you thinking of maybe planning anything special for the 20th anniversary year?
We've talked about certain things, man. Nothing set in stone at this point, but I think we'll definitely pull something together. I mean, it's definitely something that means a lot to us, and we'd love to commemorate it somehow, for sure.
Now, I noticed online that the first 500 copies of Exhale were available signed on Amazon. Do you know, and you may not know because you may not handle that, but do you think some of those are still available for people?
It actually sold out, man.
Wow.
I just found that out. Yeah, the kind of pre-order copies. You could still pre-order it from Amazon. I believe the autographed copies, though, were only for the first 500. But come and hang with us at a show, man. We're always hanging out, and we'd love to do that up. And I was going to say we're kind of encouraging anyone who is anticipating the record to pre-order it, because right now it's $7.99 on iTunes, and it'll be $9.99 as of the actual release date. So it's a little cheaper, and you get 4 songs right away, and there's another new song coming as well as kind of instant grat. So yeah, man, we hope you guys dig it.
Yeah, man, and that is a good deal, man. I can see it. It's right there on your Facebook page. The pre-order is $7.99, and plus you get 4 songs right away when you do that pre-order as well. So, man, hats off to you. Hey, one last thing, man. I just noticed so much incredible music coming out of Ontario, Canada, and I was like disappointed to hear you say that you're based on immigration issues. It's so hard. I think our country makes it so hard for Canadian bands to get down here financially. And do you think there's a definite tougher time getting down here as a Canadian band?
Yeah, I think if you can get to a place where you get you have the proper visas in place and you have all your merchandise papers and all that stuff, it does, if you have all that stuff, it can be okay, but yeah, in the beginning, man, it's definitely not an easy situation, you kind of, it's like guilty until proven innocent. But it's, yeah, and I guess I hear the same thing sometimes from American friends, cruising into Canada. So, I guess the borders do what they do, but, you appreciate the security, but yeah, they definitely don't make it easy, man. I think we've always tried to do everything up front and on the table and, not cut corners with that stuff. And a lot, because it is, such an obstacle, for for bands in Australia or other countries coming in, a lot of people end up cutting the corners, and it's because of that, and so it doesn't really help things. But it's something we've always taken seriously. I mean, if you were to try to cut a corner there and get kicked out of, refused from the country, you'd pretty much be done playing music, at that point.
Well, we're going to encourage you to not cut any corners and keep doing what you're doing, man. I've loved watching your band play live over the years. And I'm really, really excited. Once again, Exhale comes out on June 17th, and their tune right now is our number 1 tune on the Marmy Rock Show, Running with Giants. So, Trevor, man, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today.
Brother, thank you, man. Thanks for having me, and big thanks to everybody out there, man. Thanks for your support and for making the song number 1. That's incredible.